Meowdy y'all, and welcome back to another video. The bachelors and bachelorettes of Pelican Town easily take the spotlight for a lot of lore and theory videos, but Jodi is someone that's always been interesting to me. On the surface, we see a kind and gentle person who works hard to take care of her family, but is it possible there is something darker looming in the background? That's what we'll be discussing today, so buckle up. If you don't know me, I'm Sauter. I make Stardew Valley YouTube videos featuring long plays, game challenges, lore and theory, crafting, and analyses, so if you've got any feedback or suggestions for the next video, feel free to leave a comment down below and hit that subscribe button for more. What do we know about Jodi? She is one of the many villagers in Pelican Town that we get to meet. Her husband, Kent, is off serving in the military when we first move in, and we don't get to meet him until spring of year 2. They have 2 sons, Vincent and Sam. She enjoys aerobics with Marnie, Caroline, Emily, and Robin, and states that Caroline is her best friend. Caroline and I are good friends. I tell her everything. Overall, I do think she enjoys Pelican Town, and when we unlock it, Ginger Island as well. But does she enjoy her life? Kent is away and has been away for some time. When he returns to Pelican Town, he can say to us, "Sam has really grown up since I left. He's a man now. I wish I could have been there for him. Are you friends with my son? You probably know him better than I do." Now, for that line, we're not sure if he's talking about Vincent or Sam, but either way, it's confirmed that he has been away for quite some time. That means most of the child rearing and house tasks have fallen on Jodi, and nobody else has been around to help out. That's a lot for one person to do. When we get to know Jodi a little bit more, she starts giving us some hints about her workload. Exercise is important for staying healthy. I always make sure to set aside some time for it. As a parent, I don't have much time to devote to myself, so I try and make every minute count. I wish I could spend more time outside, but there's so much work to do. What do I do for fun? That's a good question. I like sleeping. It would be nice to take a vacation once in a while. If I was rich, the first thing I'd do would be to hire a maid and a chef. My goodness, that would be nice. At first, all of this sounds like just a typical parent that has their hands full with work, but if we continue getting to know Jodi, her dialogues become more serious and a little concerning. If we reach 6 hearts with Jodi, she'll say to us, "It's nice to have a family, but I'd be lying if I said I never longed for the freedom of youth. Sometimes I dream about life on my own, without a family to look after." Is that horrible? Don't tell anyone. This is starting to sound like someone that's struggling a lot with burnout, a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion caused by excessive and prolonged stress. It's been a lot for her, for anyone, to deal with, and it's completely understandable why she's feeling like this. But let's have a look at some of the lines she drops when we get even closer to her. When we reach 8 hearts with her, she'll state, "I had a dream that I had complete freedom, no obligation to anyone but myself. Then I woke up and realized I had a full day of house chores ahead of me. We kind of rushed into our marriage, with Kent being a soldier and all. I hardly got a taste of youth and freedom, and now it's too late to ever go back. Just don't make the same mistake." This isn't, "I'm so exhausted and I just need a break." She very specifically says to us, don't make the same mistake. It's too late to ever go back. Jodi's dark secret? Deep regret. I honestly really love and appreciated Concerned Ape for including Jodi in her dialogue in this game. There was no way for her to know that Kent was going to be sent off to fight the Gotoro and Ferngale Republic War. They never knew he was going to be away for so long, and they never knew that she'd be the one doing the bulk of the parenting and household chores. It was an unfortunate set of circumstances that has now led Jodi to feel like this. Was there ever a possibility of a different life for her? Now, we don't know much about the Gotoro and Ferngale Republic War, but the few lines we're given from Sam, it's implied that the Gotoro Empire are ruthless. My dad is a soldier, fighting against the Gotoro Empire. That's why he's not here. He'll come back someday. I've heard some terrible things about the Gotoro Empire. So maybe the war between the Gotoro Empire and the Ferngale Republic was always going to happen, and Kent was always going to be sent away for a while. Jodi has an interesting line, only said during the fall. Maybe I've spoiled the boys a bit. They've never had to do any chores. I guess I want them to be able to enjoy their childhood while they still can. Well, Sam's basically a man now, though. I hope he hasn't grown up to be lazy. That won't do. Being a parent isn't very easy. I can't help but wonder if maybe Sam and Vincent helped out a little more, Jodi wouldn't be left feeling so burnt out. With that said, Vincent is really young and does go to school with Penny most days, so I guess we could say that his main priority and responsibility is his education. If we marry Sam, Jodi will say to us, "How's Sam doing?" I have to admit, there's less cooking and cleaning to do since he moved out. Of course, there's one less person in the house, so there's going to be less chores and less food to cook, but maybe Sam could have helped out more. Would Jodi have even allowed that? By focusing on her kids having a full and responsibility-free childhood because she's deeply aware of how fleeting the freedom of youth can be, has she ended up building a life of resentment and regret for herself? I honestly think Jodi said it best herself. Being a parent isn't very easy. With that said, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. I stream pixel art in Stardew Valley on Twitch, so if you'd like to check that out, link in description. And if you've got a suggestion for the next video or some headcanons that y'all have and want to share, be sure to leave a comment down below and make sure to subscribe and catch my next video. I'll be making more Stardew Valley videos, so keep an eye out. See y'all next time. Bye!